Evening all, hope you're well. Sorry for a slightly delayed start. It's just been a bit of a busy evening. I've been away the past weekend and yeah, just not really had a chance to get all the necessaries done after being away. So yeah, hope everything's going well though. So hi Rob, hope you're well. Yes, it is a beautiful game, isn't it? Yeah, totally agree. It's really stunning. So it's one of the all-time greats in my book. So yeah, so we're going to continue today anyway. So we'll just see where it gets us basically. So I'm just going to do the last bits of social media just to put the stream out there, and we'll get going. So. Doing well though, Rob, so cool. Hey there Phil, hope you're well. Thanks for joining us this evening. Hope tonight's stream's going to be a bit of fun. Hope you've been keeping well over the past week. To stream much over the last week or so due to work commitments and the likes, but we're able to do something tonight. So let's crack on. Let's make sure everything's working here. I think we're all good. Just going to make sure the max audio is turned down because I think it's a bit loud at the minute. There we go. There we go. Even though I'm sort of getting used to this a little bit more, it's still taking a little bit of getting used to this whole streaming business. So yeah, sorry about that Phil, the music was a bit loud. I forgot to turn it down, so hopefully it's better now though. So yeah, I keep on forgetting to turn it down, so it's just one of those things, you know, when you come to watch these amateur streamers on YouTube, like my good self, you know, you get sort of like shouty music. So hey Tim, hope you're well. Hope you've had a good day. So thanks for joining us. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Let's switch over to the SNES. There we go. Oh, I just need to adjust the mage well just to make sure that it's in the correct aspect ratio. So there we go, that's better. Looking a bit squashed there. So okay, so let's just flick this over. Okay, we're all good. Let's get going. So we basically fought our way through one of the domes in this future that we've as yet not identified when it is. So yeah, so hopefully the audio is good. Do let me know if it's okay or not. So I aim not to deafen you, so thanks Phil. Do appreciate the feedback, so it's all good. So yes, we managed to recover a seed for these guys in the dome here, of which name escapes me right this minute. So we're just going to stock up on some supplies and yeah, let's get cracking with the third part of Chrono Trigger Tuesday. So I'm just going to have to go around here to talk to her. Yeah, I hope you've all been keeping well though. I've just been really busy with work. I've let's just grab a few of these, why not? So I've got enough of those. And yeah, so this weekend I was working up in the Cotswolds for a wedding, and so that was busy. Let's just check this guy here. Protodome to the east. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I think your daddy's going to be a while longer, unfortunately, sweetie. So yeah, so let's head out of oh, going the wrong way. Let's head out of this dome, and we might first explore the sewer system as there's usually a few goodies in there, if my memory serves me right. So yeah, so I was working up in the Cotswolds this weekend, and that involved a night away. So this is the entrance to the sewer system, I think. I think we can get access now. Sir Crawley. As in a new town near me. Oh, these guys are annoying. Let's just see what... We'll give them the firewall. Because they strike with lightning, I believe, is the thing. So, yeah, we don't want to annoy them, so... Okay, let's just see what Chrono's basic attack is like on these guys. Pretty effective, but not great, so... and then yesterday, I actually had the day off of work, so after travelling back on a Sunday, so... What are these guys up to? There's a bridge there. Obviously something for us to check out by the looks of it, so... Always check computer screen looking things, so it's always the first rule of thumb I find. Let's... Oh. Have we triggered something? No, you're right, this is a bit on the spooky side, so, but... Well, let's go for it. Oh, there's a note there, now that could be interesting. Ooh, gums scrape and have to fight these fiends. That's horrible, so... Nobody wants that done to their gums, so... Here's what's been on. Okay, so while you're at that, cool. It's just... Well, we can't get past the note even if we want to, so... Let's head over here. Oh, Chrono's cat's come to see us. Or not, as the case may be. Damn cats. Okay, let's see what we can do. We'll just get the firewall on these guys. That sure did the trick. And really hoping that we get a few more double techs today, so particularly with Miles, so that would be super handy. Luca's leveled up, that's cool. Okay, that's interesting. Uh-oh. But not that interesting, so... Okay, let's just get the combo going. Yeah, that's a lightning attack we just need to be a bit mindful of with these guys. I'll get all three of these guys, and then what we'll do is we'll get Chrono boosted, I think. So yeah, working away. I'm hoping that I might just be able to sweep in a Thursday or Friday night stream. It's just that I have another wedding this Saturday coming. So I need to be up early for that. So whilst I could do a bit of an earlier stream, it's probably not as much fun. If we are all done and dusted by 9 o'clock in the evening, so we'll just see how it goes. But if not, then I'm thinking that we'll probably do a... oh, they're really picking on Luca, that's not fair. We'll go to firewall again. Hey there, Colin. Hope you're well. Another night shift, is it? Okay, we'll just get Luca healed up here. Happy Wednesday morning. Happy Tuesday evening. Yes, it's now just gone 8:30 in the evening here, so hope you've been doing well. Just on part 3 of the playthrough of Chrono Trigger Tuesdays, so Miles leveled up, that's cool. And yeah, we're just working our way through the sewer system, and there's lots of decoys and false flags here. Let's just heal everybody up here. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to do a stream this Thursday, probably with the Commodore 64, which Tim, Future was 8-bit in the chat, very kindly fixed for me and cleaned up, and yeah, just basically got it working as good as new again, so better than new in fact. And yeah, so that's gonna be awesome. That's the stuff, Chrono. Let's get the firewall going on these guys. Oh, Phil, you must play this. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes the thought of putting the hours into a JRPG can seem quite intimidating. You shouldn't let Chrono Trigger put you off, because as JRPGs go, you're not going to have to do any of that grinding that you might do with some of the earlier Final Fantasy games and Breath of Fire, the earlier ones and so forth. It's one of the more accessible JRPGs, and I reckon if you really cracked on with it, you could possibly get through it in maybe 20 hours, I guess, but more likely 30 hours, I guess. But yeah, it's absolutely superb. It really is. As Rob said at the start of the stream, it's one of those games that, you know, you look at it and you just think it is beautiful and it really encourages you to play, but it's also got an amazing story that just unfolds. So it's definitely let's just heal up Marla herself here. But yeah, it is absolutely superb, so you don't let it put you off. So, albeit that the summertime is probably not the best time to start playing a JRPG if you want to get outdoors and that. We've had some nice sunny weather here, so yeah, so I'm hoping to do that C64 stream on Thursday, so watch your space. If you've not subscribed to me on Twitter, I'm at LaPixelVixen, and I'm hoping to... Oh look, has the bridge appeared? Possibly. Nope, nothing there. Now there's this little bit around the back here which is a little bit hidden, so it takes a little bit of jimmying to get through, if I remember rightly. Or do I have to unlock something first before I can actually make it through? Or no, I come through the door here. Go around the back to press the switch. Okie dokie. But yeah, it's a little bit hidden, that pathway there, because obviously you can't rotate the view. But yeah, Tim's right. He's been awesome. He's preloaded me up with some awesome C64 goodness. Plus, I'm going to be able to get some fantastic classic games that I love from my childhood, working on my childhood C64. There we go, there's that door open. So, yeah, it's... I'm really looking forward to getting that all set up and working this Thursday. So do watch this space. I will do my very best to get that underway. Oh, what have we got going on here? Press the switch and the bridge opens. Ribbit. Sounds like the frogs are running scared, so... Oh, you've been playing Ease on the PC Engine? Oh, wow. I've only ever started playing one of the Ease games on the PS2, Tim. I think it's the 8th one, isn't it? The Ark of Naphistim, or whichever way it's pronounced. But yeah, I've not yet finished it, but oh, it's been awesome. I really do need to get back to that Rage Band now. Who can I use that on? I'm going to guess it's probably for Chrono. 50% counter-attack rate. Let's go for it. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons that... Well, not main reasons, but a reason why the PC Engine really speaks to me. Because you can get the Book of Ease, sort of Ease 1 and 2 on it. And, wow, after hearing so many great things about it, I really want to play that, so... I've never actually played any of the Persona games, Phil, so I do need to get on with that, so... Chopped liver, hey, Sir Crawley? Well, we'll see, so... But yeah, how was Persona 4? I've always been intrigued by those games, but I've just never, for one reason or the other, got into it, so... Right, okay. You will shred me, will you? We'll confuse him as well. You've been playing the Japanese version. Ah, you might know hiragana and katakana and kanji by the end of it all then. Oh, that was a bit vicious. I'm going to do an aura whirl because he's just smacked down Luca there. Well, I need to get onto it, don't I, Colin? Then my Persona trip, I need to get that started. This is the great thing, is having been away from gaming for so long up until last year, there is so much that, well, quite frankly, I could spend the next, I don't know, 2 or 3 years playing what I've already got on my shelves. You know, to sort of complete them or play through them. So it's really great that I've got lots to look forward to on that part. So wow, it sounds like the Persona series is a definite must. Ah, so Crawley, you not creepy in the slightest. In fact, you was more of a, I don't know. Oh, got mid-ether as well, that's handy. Yeah, I'd describe Sir Crawley as more of a wet flannel, so... Okay, what have we got here? A couple of Kinder Surprises and some spiky folks. Could do with increasing my MP, actually. Let's get both of these dudes, and then... more. Oh wow, that sounds amazing. What platform, which PlayStation generation is Persona 4? Is it a PS3 or... Yeah, they do look like Kinder Surprises, don't they? Problem is they've got no toys inside them, so just like the real thing, a blooming Swizz. Not Swizz Martello though, or whatever, however it's pronounced. Yeah, let's heal up Mar, and then we'll do... Oh, that would explain my MP as though I'll have to use that MIDI for PS2. Okay, I shall check it out then, Phil, as long as the rest of them. So there's just so much that I've got to look into. So, oh, thanks, Colin. Yeah, it's good to have so much to look forward to in gaming. Really, I mean, basically they need not release another game, and I would have plenty of. Don't want that. I'm going to keep the mid-evers because they are useful when you're in a boss battle, so... I'm going to go on with these guys up. Okay. Let's come down here. Okay, so this is the exit to the other exit of the sewer, so we don't want to do that. Got one bolt sort. Now that sounds good. 41, that's cool. So that's a nice little upgrade. On the Vita. Oh, I keep on hearing about the Vita and the PSP being good little JRPG portables, but... okay, so great. I've completed that little loop around there, so that means that I've got a slightly easier access to the exit to the sewer system now, which is cool. And I think the bridge has appeared there, which is handy. Let's just come back over here. There we go. So yeah, so lots for me to explore, which is really exciting actually. So, let's go for the slash, because I should be able to get both of those. So yeah, C64 stream hopefully on Thursday. Oh, that was easy. And then I'm going to be away most of the weekend after the wedding that I've got on Saturday, because I've got a family birthday on the Sunday, which is really nice. And then what have I got after that? Fan 600G. Helpful. So, and then on the Monday I'm also seeing some other relatives, so I'm going to be pretty much away for the whole bank holiday weekend here in the UK. But yeah, so which is your favourite Persona, guys? I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are on that. Let's just double check I didn't miss anything around here. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I think that was one of the highlights, possibly, of the PlayStation Mini or Classic or whatever they ended up calling it. Despite all of its shortcomings, it did actually come with one of the Persona games, I believe. No, there was nothing there. Okay. Also, look at that little flicker there on that sort of what looks like to be an LCD screen or CRT, perhaps back when this was designed in 1995. Well, in the mid-90s when this game was made. It's a very subtle effect, but it's very clever. Got to take notice of all the cool pixel art things in this game, so because that is my bent. So now, having fought our way through the sewer system, this doesn't really afford us a great deal that we can do this side, if I recall correctly, at this stage, because the Death Peak is not going to be available to us yet. We're just going to get blown back off of it essentially at this stage. So and then is this is Peeper's Dome, so this also plays a role in the story, but I shan't spoil anything, so let's just see what the computer system may reveal to us. Ooh, okay. Can I get down there? Oh. You walk around at this. Okay, I've got to get down there. Yours is Persona 4, but 3 and 5 are fan favourites. Ah, interesting. What would be the best introduction into Persona? Would I have to play it chronologically, or would I still get good enjoyment out of playing it in any order? Okay, let's see what this guy's doing. Shyla, you missed you so. Let's not climb Death Peak. And there you have to trade away. Okay, alright, fair enough. The Ocean Palace and the Blackbird designed and built both of them. We haven't seen them yet, nope. It's good, same exposition. So. Oh no, so it's broken on there. So, one of the highlights of the PlayStation Mini is that they screwed up that. So that's great. So apart from looking cute and the fact that you can possibly hack it to put a better emulator on it, it's, in my money, you'd be better off just getting an original PS1. Huh. Poor little blue thing with his little punky green hair. I would say poor thing, but oh well, I'm not going to give too much away. They're all individual stories. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Phil and Colin. That's really helpful. It's always nice to have recommendations and find out. So, okay, so there's not much we can do here yet for the storyline. So let's come back out of here. And really, we're just gonna put ourselves back through the sewer system and move on through to the next bit of the story arc, I guess. So now you can, if you're careful, avoid the Kinder eggs. There we go. Although, should we grind? I can't be bothered. That's one good thing about Chrono Trigger, is that generally speaking, as long as you've fought a good amount of the enemies, you don't need to keep on grinding like you do with some JRPGs. So bit of a Neon, as free as a Neon Genesis vibe, and 4-bit. Well, and 4 has a Twin Peaks vibe. Wow, well, there's two of my favourite things already there. So, it sounds like, why haven't I started playing these already, essentially? If I understand correctly, are they quite expensive to pick up? I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I'm sure it differs on the... Oh, he's... Ah, okay, do I not have to... I thought I was going to have to do a lot more fighting to get through here. Okay, fine. Uh-oh. I love this bit of dialogue coming up, so... Hold it right there. This dude here, quite literally. Hey, it's... the man. The man. Like Frank Sinatra, babe. Oh dear. I wonder where they got the inspiration for this character, so... You can call me Johnny, alright. One is very X-Files, cool. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, so we've got to beat Johnny on a bike race. I'm just going to remind myself, so... Gas and auto is only one speed, fast, use a control pad to steer, press the B button for turbo boost, easy. Okay. Okay, so this is one of these cool bits where I think it uses some mode 7 on this. Yeah, well, of course it does to do that bit, certainly. Right, there's a bit of a knack to this, and I'm probably going to fail at this to start with. There we go, got me momentum. So down the bottom is the start and the goal, and the best thing to do is just swirl around him, and because he's never going to speed away from you, this will just get that going. Because so the best thing to do is just wait for your chance towards the end. It's a bit like eBay sniping this. Oh, he's beaten me. Oh well, at least you can see me lose. Persona 1 PSP is cheaper, about 30 Australian dollars. Persona 4 and Vita is about 35 Australian dollars. That's not too bad, is it? Persona 3 is the price one on PSP and PS2. I'm worthless. I think that's a bit cruel. Losers. Yeah, of course we can handle it. Yeah, it's really cool that there are these little moments in Chrono Trigger where the story takes and then sort of like the JRPG, as it were, takes a backseat, and you just get these little moments here. So it's not a particularly in-depth distraction, but it just changes things up a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of this now. The trick with this one is hitting the B button at the right time, not crashing into the back of Johnny as I did last time. Just timing it right, essentially. Oh, he's beat me again. Okay, too soon. 250 Australian dollars at a PS2. That's quite expensive, isn't it? Yeah, the Mode 7's cool, isn't it? It's one of my favourite things about the Super Nintendo, actually, is the Mode 7. Always put to good use in JRPGs like Secret of Mana with Flammy, and obviously Final Fantasy and so forth as well. 2 and 3 obviously want to use the North American numbering system, or 4 and 6 as it is in Japan. Right, we're going to get him this time. I mean, obviously you could just race in a straight line, I suppose, but he'll always be in front of you then, so I find the best thing to do is just move your way around him, and then you can just get ahead of him just at the right minute. So, oh, he's done it again. Oh, I've done it. Yay, cool. So, 125 quid. Wow. Look at that Mode 7, baby. When I first saw that, it seemed so futuristic, even though sort of in like 1994 when I got my SNES, it was oh, poor Johnny looks so dejected there on his little trike. Ride with the wind, babe. Sure will. Let's have a little chat with him, just see if he's got anything more to say. Nope. Okay. Fine. He let us through just like that. Okay. So what's down here? That's Proto Dome, so... and that's the factory. Okay. Let's start with Proto Dome for what it's worth. Because I don't think we can go too far. Which one should I start with? Let's go with Proto Dome. I like the fact that these are still cool buggers. I'm going to get all of these. I can't get all of these, okay. They're not in a line, that's the issue. They may move in a line. Ah, excellent. We might be able to... there we go. That'll do. Yeah, so Mode 7 was one of the really attractive things about the SNES, I think. Obviously used to great effect in one of the launch games on F-Zero. Okay, I've only got 7 hit points left, so... but I should definitely look into the Persona series. I've got plenty enough to play probably before then, by which time the price will probably have doubled, but there's no point in sitting collecting dust on my shelf. Oh, okay. They're asleep. Can I wake them? Nope. Oh, look who it is. Who's this little cute fella? Miles inquisitive, she's doing her. Oh, there. Man, what's this? I suppose you've got to bear in mind that these guys have come from 1000 AD or something like that, haven't they? Appears in bad shape, but he's a humanoid robot. Incredible. So Lucas sets to on reviving Robo. Oh, humans make them that way. Oh, maybe there's some element of truth in that. So, robots will only do what we tell them to do, unless they're called how. The door won't budge. Well, keep working on it. Give it some juice. Who's for some beatboxing? What's my command? I'm Mom of it. This is Chrono and Luca. I suppose I wonder in the original Japanese whether they used the honorifics or not, because obviously Japanese society is extremely polite and obviously has a level of hierarchy, so maybe that was the point I was making, in this to differentiate between Japanese society and sort of like this epoch that Chrono Trigger recounts. So I wouldn't have thought Ted Woolsey made all of that bit up for the English translation. Thanks, Phil. Appreciate that. I will definitely look into one of the personas. So, R66Y. Why do I feel that that's going to be important? Let's give him a better name. Absolutely. Well, we're going to just leave these guys just as they are. Robo is Robo, so... Oh. Oh dear, looks like Robo confirms that there was indeed lots of humans. So something awful has happened here. Yeah, Colin, that may be the other option, mightn't it? You know, somebody else has a double, so... Year 1000. Not 1000 AD, but the year 1000, so we'll stick with 1000, so... All the best things in the world begin with the number 1000, such as Amiga 1000 and... Well, that's it really, isn't it? But never mind. Go on, Robo. The power is off. Okay. So who's going to stay behind? So this is almost like one of those decision points. So I'm tempted to leave Luca behind because whilst her and Chrono have a good firewall attack, Marl does have good healing powers and we're going to probably need those. So we'll leave Luca behind. Obviously Robo's coming with us for the ride. I wonder if these guys will wake up now. Yeah. Just an I Spy and Enotron behind them, so... Actually, let's use the Cyclone. So that gets 3 of the buggers. Quite literally. Nice and easy. 180G. Chrono's leveled up. Ah, excellent. So we've got another dual tech, the aura beam. So that's Robo and Mole working together. That's going to be helpful. Yeah, let's use the Enotron. So basically what we've got to do there, if you didn't pick that up from there, is we've got to head back to the factory to the north, which we didn't actually enter, with Robo, who's going to help us disable the security system to allow us to get in to that locked door there. So let's see what we've got here. Robo's a hacker. Uh-oh. So let's just go with slash on there. Ah, easy. Excellent. Robo lands laser spinners. Oh, okay. Learning some good double text straight away, that's cool. Nothing to be gained there. Can't get down that way. Up that way rather. Okay, let's just perfect these guys. Let's just go with the laser spin, get these guys up to speed. I like this one. It's basically Robo's disco moves, which is nice. Basically, I think in life you need a disco robot. Fairly straightforward now. What does the note say? Left lab area, right factory area. Do not turn off the conveyor belt in the factory. The security system activate and you'll be in danger. Okay, where should we go first? Let's go with... what was it again? Let's go this way to start with. Now, if I remember rightly, this lift allows you to go down another level, yeah. Okay, let's just save here. Handy. So these acid things are usually somewhat colour-coded. Slash these. Easy peasy. It's good for tech points. What's this going to tell us? Open hatch. Hey, awesome. It's got a little one shelter that's handy. So that heads us down there. Nice to know. Oh, we can't actually go through there anyway, so... that doesn't think yes. Okay. Yeah, I wish more JRPGs use this kind of encounter system as well. Colin. The other really good one in this vein is Grandia, which actually I do happen to have here. That has an excellent battle system if you've not played it. In fact, probably one of the best JRPGs in that regard. Again, you have avoidable battles and so forth. Okay, just get this dude out of the way. And but it's got a really interesting take on sort of like like critical attacks, where when your character's within a reaches a particular point where they're able to make the move, and the enemy is also at that point, you can use a critical attack to actually stop their attack. So, but again, the encounters are somewhat avoidable, so that's probably one of the best, I would say. Ooh. In that regard. But yeah, Chrono Trigger has an excellent encounter system, so it's it just means that you're not having to grind your way through lots of battles you didn't expect and so forth. And while I still enjoy games like, for example, I'm playing through Final Fantasy IV on Game Boy Advance, and because obviously that's random encounters and that when you're in the overworld, as it were, and obviously in dungeons and stuff. So it's, yeah, it just lacks. It just feels a little bit more sterile as well. Okay, can I get over? Oh, get around there by going down here. On Titan Vest, who can wear that? Oh, sorry, was it? Yeah, Phil said that. I can't remember. I thought it might have said Colin there. I was sort of like glancing as I was playing, so apologies if I got that one. Titan Vest. Wow, that's an upgrade. So we'll get that on. But Grandia passed you by. That's a real shame. But it is exceptionally good. You're in for a real treat if you ever play that. So, and also Grandia 2 and 3. 2 is excellent still. 3 is a little bit more divisive, but it's still apparently worth a play. I say apparently because I've never actually played it, so it's on my list too at some point. It was obviously released in Japan, but it was obviously obviously only otherwise released in North America. So okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to get through there yet. So there's something to switch off here. I think there is. Yeah, I know it's empty. Ah, did I not do that? Whoops. Oops. Defense lasers are off. Oh, okay. But these guys are not happy about it, so let's get these guys. Let's go, not your beam. Oh, maybe it is just a laser spin. Okay, we'll use that, so. Yeah, those Game Boy Advance ports are awesome, aren't they, Phil? They really, truly are. I'm hoping to pick up the Final Fantasy VI conversion at some point, because they are just exceptionally good. I've got the 1 and 2, although I haven't actually played it, which is really naughty, isn't it? So I do want to play that at some point. And I also don't own Final Fantasy V. I've never played Final Fantasy V, so one for me to also play at some point. So No worries. Thanks for joining us, Tim. You know, I hope your day goes well tomorrow and the long drive isn't too exhausting. So hopefully see you on Thursday if I get the C64 stream sorted out. I don't see why not. So Robo's leveled up. That's cool. I might just heal these guys up. So there we go. That's good. And we'll scurry down this little hatch here. But yeah, Chrono Trigger is those Final Fantasy ports on the GBA are awesome. I've also picked up the Phantasy Star collection for GBA, which promises to be a lot of fun. Not played Phantasy Star in quite a long time, so one plasma gun. I think that's for Luca, isn't it? So well, in fact I know it's for Luca, so I'm going to stay with Lobo. Yeah. I don't think we've got the password for that yet, have we? So maybe we've got to go through the factory. Savey. Just try one thing here, so no, it's not that. Right, so what we need to do is head back up to the factory level, I think, to get into here, and we can do that through the lift here. I might just use the save point that's available. I don't think there's... Yes, because I'm pretty sure that's... Oh, you enjoyed Phantasy Star Online, your Dreamcast. Only online with real people game I played back in the day. I've never played Phantasy Star Online actually, Rob, so... Obviously it was a lot of fun by the sounds of it, so... So we'll just go up to the next level, and we'll go through the factory. Now we can avoid those guys by going around. And we go. Right. Now this, I sometimes make a bit of a hash of this particular dungeon, so we will do our best. Let's just double check that we... I seem to think there might be some goodies up here. We check these out. Yep. Let's do this first. One in believer. That's handy. Yep. Empty. Okay. There we are. Let's come back out of there. Okay, so we've got to move that barrel, basically. So I don't think we can do that yet. Yeah, so... hey, Lobsterminator, I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us this evening. How's things going? Hope your week's treating you well so far. Right, let's zip onto the conveyor belt. Yoink. we're just playing through the factory to shut down the power system so that we can gain access to a locked door in another of the future's domes. So, right, let's get the cyclone on these guys. We'll use a rocket punch on these guys. We'll confuse this one, maybe. I don't think it works on robots, to be fair. That's an interesting way of provoking them all. Not very 21st century, that, so... You've just grabbed Grandeur off the PSN, thanks to... Oh, you're going to love it. It's well up there in front of my favourite all-time JRPGs. It's just epic. It really is. It's a long playthrough, but you're going to love it, so... Oh, that's got rid of them. It's the characters, everything about it is just awesome. It really is. I hear that they're also going to be remaking it for the Switch and I think maybe PC or Steam or whatever it is these days. So it's going to be well worth your time. So I just think it's a mixture of 3D environment with 2D sprites, and the storyline is just seriously one of the finest JRPGs to be made. So worked on by Working Designs to localise it, and was released in the PAL region, which makes a nice change. Let's see if we can do another combo with these guys. It gets rid of them. Oh, excellent, got rid of all of them. Nice. And there we go. We have to get off there, right. Fine. You, these nasty buggers. Let's get Chrono on the case. But yeah, I must admit, I've only ever played Grandeur on the PlayStation, as it suggests here. Unfortunately, my copy is quite an ugly one in terms of the cover, but most of the time it sits on a shelf. But why it's got to have Ubisoft or Ubisoft exclusive on it, I don't know. But there you have it. So it's almost like the equivalent of the North American Greatest Hits packaging, which completely sucks compared to the European or PAL region. One mid-tonic, that's helpful. Platinum packaging. Okay. Let's see if we can get these before we wake those guys up. One mid-ether, helpful. 400G, nice, nice. So, crane control code 0, XA and BB. XABB, let's remember that. First of May celebration here, but I always forgot at home to watch some proper stream. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Club Terminator. I hope this matches up with the expectation then. Not sure it's the thing outside the noise. I don't know, actually. The only thing I ever remember about May Day was, well, back when I was obviously very little, the May Day parades in the Soviet Union. That's the only thing I can think of to do with May Day. Let's get these guys with the rocket bow, and we'll use Aura on Robo. Yeah. Beltane Fire Festival here in Edinburgh tonight, but it was literally just giving it a miss. Oh, okay, so maybe there are other things that do go on. I mean, obviously other things do happen on May Day. I know down in the southwest where I grew up as a kid, they had May Day celebrations, I suppose, at the nearest weekend, which involved lots of Morris dancers, as known, dancing around maypoles, I guess. But that tended to be sort of with the bank holiday celebrations, so we tend to just got, you know, sort of maybe village fairs and stuff like that. I mean, I live in a village myself, but I'm not aware that there's any May Day celebrations myself here, but I might be completely wrong. We've already... Let's get Slash on the go. Rocket Punch. Or... I haven't been up to Edinburgh for a while actually, Phil. It's been a bit too long actually. I think it was about 2 years ago I was last properly up in Edinburgh, which was really nice. Always enjoy my time up there. So I think I end up spending more time in Glasgow though. It's just the way it goes really. But yeah. Oh, some more dudes. Rocket Punch on them. Let's dispatch them. So, but yeah, last time was it was about 2 years ago, I think actually. Too long. Hoping to get up to Scotland soon. I've got lots of friends up there, so. These guys healed up a bit. One shelter, always good. One ether, okay. Okay, XA was one of them, wasn't it? Okay, my memory isn't as bad as I thought, so that's cool. Hey Pishbot, hope you're well. Yeah, you know it. Glasgow is awesome. Yeah, hoping to be up in Glasgow soon. Probably for seeing friends mostly, but I might also check out the Play Expo there. I'm not sure actually where it's been held, but I assume it's not at the SEC. But yeah, it's and an XX, isn't it? Oh wait, easy Tiger. Oh, okay. Is it not XX? Oh no, man. I thought it was. No, okay. So we can avoid provoking these guys. There we go. Ooh, just like so. Bit annoying if you have to fight them every time due to my forgetfulness. Oh, and this is going to make them go berserk as well, probably. BB, not XX. Whoops. Don't know where I got that idea from. So yeah, so I'll be up in Glasgow at some point. Good friend of mine, he lives near Mulgai, is going to be helping me shoot a wedding in June. So, but I did say I'll try and get up there to see her properly before that. So that would be good. I really do need to use some ethers on these guys actually, because otherwise I could get nailed quite quickly if I'm not careful. That does sound expensive, Phil. Yeah, well expensive. So I always get asked, where do I prefer, Glasgow or Edinburgh? I couldn't choose between the two of them. They're both great cities. Both for different... I love both for different reasons, and I think that's actually quite a good thing. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. So, right. So, BB, just remember that. I'm just gonna use some ethers on Chrono and Robo. Getting a bit low on that front. I'm also going to use a tonic on Chrono. There we go. Hey Mauro, hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I trust you're doing very well yourself. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Oh, no. Oh, that's where I came through, wasn't it, to get here in the first place? Duh. Yeah, I'm doing really well, thank you. Can I might be able to get round here a little further now. I'm getting that door now, that's cool. So, but let's sort out this crane first of all. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. I've had a busy weekend. I was shooting a wedding, so that kept me busy. And then after that, yeah, I had the day off for work yesterday, which was nice. Actually, the first proper actual holiday day off since I took off a couple of days. I think it was from Eagle Island back in January, so that was a well-deserved day off, I think. So, let's just get these guys as cyclone again. Get the aura beam on the go if necessary. So, hey Dave, hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. So, we're just on our third playthrough of Chrono Trigger. So, of course, obviously, I should be planning for the swag meet and all the rest of it, deluxe paint tutorial of sorts. But well, you know, the allure of playing games is always there, isn't it? So, hope you're doing well, though, Dave. So, thank you for sorting out everything with the projector. That's been awesome. So, are you playing Twinkle Star Sprites on the PS2? Such a colourful, fun game. It is. Let me hold that fort there, Pishbot. There you go. La Petite Princesse, Twinkle Star Sprites 2, I suppose. But yeah, one of my favourites as well. Also has the original on there. So once you complete the game, so which is pretty awesome. You should be doing stuff too. Miles leveled up, so. Ooh. Lovely to see so many of you here tonight, so thank you for your support and company this evening. So I'm definitely enjoying doing the streams. I'm sorry it's been a bit quiet the past week with my streaming, but I've just been very busy, as I was saying there. So yeah, hoping to do a Commodore 64 stream on Thursday. So right, BB. There we go, there's the second one. Yeah, that, you know it there, Pishbot, that's the one. I don't usually keep my games in a plastic bag, but it came in a plastic bag, so I just kept it in there, really, so. I only have games so I can play them. I'm not strictly into keeping things in mint condition. I buy games because I want to play them. So, in my opinion, the best game is one that looks tatty. Right, that's got rid of the other barrels, so that's cool. No, don't need this anymore. Okay, right, let's move back. Are we going to be able to avoid these guys again? Yeah, there we go. Now, this was the way we got in here. So we need to get on this conveyor belt that's down the bottom here, if I remember rightly, so... so what's the best way of doing it? Let's just look around to make sure. We don't need to go through there again. Okay, so it's going to be back across, I think. Although we were able to go around here, so I just want to check this out, so... So yeah, oh hang on, that's going to be useful. What have we got here? One bolt sword, another bolt sword. I thought I'd already purchased it or found it, so... okay, well, thanks for that anyway. Ah, Zaby, X-A-B-Y, Zaby, X-A-B-Y, so clockwise, and yeah, clockwise from the top, X-A-B-Y, that's what we need for the other dome. So let's get our way out of here. And come down here. Yeah, Twinkle Star Sprites Pishpot is one of my all-time favourite sort of shmup puzzlers. Sort of, it's a great two-player, but a lot of fun with the computer as well. But yeah, it's just brilliant. So. Obviously, I had to buy. Obviously, I wanted the second game, but the ulterior motive was getting the original Neo Geo shmup as part of it as well, because obviously I can't afford a Neo Geo, and I wanted to be able to play it on a console, so that was the best way to do it. And then the next Pixel Art stream, I'm not sure when it's going to be. It's likely to be a couple of weeks' time, I guess. Right, so... Am I able... Let's jump on here. Yep, we can get on that. Get this. One ether. Useful. Useful. And then we can come out down here, I think. Can we go around? No? Nothing of interest there. Okay. Oh. I should have been paying attention to something now, I guess. I was reading the chat. Oh well. No harm in a bit of grinding, I guess. Yeah, 2.5 weeks till the swag meet. I can't believe it's only 2.5 weeks, my word. Where's this year going? It just seemed like the end of January and I was heading down there last, so... Really looking forward to the swag again though, so it's going to be a lot of fun, so... There you go, guys. The only thing with having missed our stop is that we just have to go for each of these podules or pods or whatever it is. It's a bit of a pain, but never mind. Let's do the cure beam on everybody. What can I do? Oh, aura beam. There we go. This one I want. Get the disco lights out, Robo. Okay, and hopefully Robo can finish Proto 3 debugger off, so that's that Berserker coming in use, so yeah, next game stream apart from the C64 one is likely to be some Amiga stuff. Want to return a little bit of focus back to that for a little while. Yeah. As we've not done Amiga games for a little while now, so it'll be good to do that. That's probably likely to be not this Friday, but next Friday. Let's do the rocket roll on these guys, and Chrono needs this. There we go. Pishbot, your dream was to own a Neo Geo, but yeah, reality said no. I know that feeling. I must say, I didn't really know much about the Neo Geo when I was younger. Looking back at it, I can see where I'd have seen it in sort of episodes of perhaps Games Master or Bad Influence, perhaps, but it was never a game that, a console that was particularly within my consciousness. Yeah, walked down the road to play an MVS cabinet, yeah, in a Road Chef. Robo Army, Alpha Mission 2, Top Players Golf, and I forgot the other one, yeah. So it was a 4-slot MVS, then, in other words, so... Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen an MVS. In the flesh, that is, anyway, so... Okay. Is there some other way that I get on this conveyor belt, I wonder? Pretty sure there's not. Really don't want to go around again if I can help it. Let's just double check because it gets a little bit tedious watching me just go around in circles. You can always get a flight from Edinburgh to Bristol quite easily, just saying. And that would be quicker than it would take for me to drive from near Worthing, or near Brighton is probably the nearest place that most people know of, to Chipping Sodbury, so yeah, I've got to that means I've got to get these guys again. And let's use an ether again. So those bugs have put Mole to sleep. I'm sure she fancied a little lay down anyway. I mean, she's been working very hard as Mole, so... Get on these guys. Let's use a laser spin. That's probably a more prudent use, I'd say. Yeah, the C64 stream should be good, Lost Terminator. I've got lots of great games to play, which Tim Sandian or Futurist 8-Bit have furnished me with, and yeah, so some modern ones, some old ones from back in the day. So, oh dear, they put Robo to sleep as well. We'll be taking a lie down soon if we're not careful. They've all woken up now, that's nice of them. And got a heal. Okay, well that's something. Right, let's pay attention to this bit now then. Ah. Maybe it makes you go round twice. Seem to vaguely remember that actually now, so that pops us off on here. Or, oh, I don't know. Oh, don't tell me we've got to do this again. I love JRPGs. Oh, that would be awesome, yeah. Yeah, no, Horsham's literally up the road from me, Dave. It's at best half an hour's journey for me, so really easy for me to get to. Let's just get these guys. Get those lasers going. Oh, glad you're looking forward to it as well, Pishbot. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be using my childhood C64, the one that I had all those years ago, still working. Well, it is now that Tim's taken a look at it and fixed it up, tidied it up and everything. So he did a grand job. So it'll be its debut. So clean up Chrono a bit there, so... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to Retro Revival at Walsall, to be honest with you, Dave. It's, I've got a really busy May, sorry, and I think I need June to just chill a little bit, so... At least that's what I'm telling myself, anyway. Oh, I've got them. Right. I'm hoping that we're not going to have to do that again for the 4th time, so, because... Whilst Chrono's levelling up, getting a little bit bored of this bit now. Oh yes, yeah, Gil wasn't he? I did talk to him actually. Right. Once again with more feeling. Yeah, that Speedball tournament just didn't one of the systems accidentally get switched off or something midway through the match? Yeah, it all got it was quite late, wasn't it, by the end of the day? You know, I didn't leave until how far am I from Exeter? I'm actually not all that close to Exeter. I live near Worthing, which is quite near Brighton, so down south of London. But my parents live in Honiton, which is just outside of Exeter, about 20 minutes drive. So I do find myself down in the southwest quite often. I was only in Exeter actually last week, so yeah, not too far is the answer to that one. Oh, okay, can't go. Yeah, that might be possible actually. Rob, I would definitely be up for that. So I'm already out of my MP. Yeah, it sounds really cool. Yeah, I heard about Nova through Ravi. And yeah, I couldn't believe it that Budleigh Salterton of all places hosts a demo party, because Budleigh Salterton is like the quieter version of Sidmouth, which is it goes a long way to describing what Budleigh Salterton is like. It's the most unlikely place for a demo party, so you know, Shepherd's Bush and Dartford area is Pishbot. Yeah, I know Dartford area. Beautiful part of the world. Oh, okay, so we're leveling these guys up. It's unintentional grinding here. Right, let's see if we can get this conveyor without this blooming... Oh no, not again. No. I think my face says it all at this stage. Right, I'm obviously doing something wrong here to advance this, aren't I? So bonfire on a beach vibe, perhaps. Yeah. I mean, the beach is lovely there. It is nice. So the Horsham event is on the weekend after 22nd. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make that because I'll be up in the Lake District, but it's possible that I might be able to make the let's go with your beam. It's possible that I might be able to make the 22nd event, so I'm basically just burning up all the ethers here, aren't I, by doing it this ridiculous way that I've obviously been going around and round in a circle doing this bit. Sorry about this, guys. I do know how to play Chrono Trigger. I've played it once or 10 times, so going to be a busy one for you, Dave. Yeah, I bet. So... So yeah, I just need to get out, away from getting picked up by the damn claw for this stage of the game. So let's just see what we're doing for time. Oh, we're doing pretty well. I may go on to 11 o'clock tonight, guys, so we'll just see how it goes. I might need to at this rate because obviously I've been failing at this part of the game quite considerably. Nice. Okay. We must have to go through this way to get on the old conveyor belt, so let's just double check this out just to be sure. Is this where I'm going? Oh, baby. Ah, I can go around here. Now that's helpful. So can I exit this way? Maybe I can. Haha. Okay, I've been doing it wrong, guys. Sorry. All of that mucking about for no reason at all. One robin bow. Now that's helpful for Marl. I'll take that. So we've got 22 at the minute, 25. That's a nice little upgrade. Makes me think of one of the enemies in Secret of Mana. There's an adversary in that called a robin, isn't there? So yeah, we're not going to go back in there again. So cool. Right. So I think we're rocking and rolling. We've only missed one little chest in there, but we'll let that one go. So we need to return to the other dome with that code, Zabi. And we're going to have to trigger these guys pretty much. Yeah. Let's see if we can just do a double tick with... But yeah, if I can get down to Budley Salterton for that weekend, I will definitely do it. So... I might be one of the lightweights that isn't there all night, on the basis that I'll probably stay at my parents' at the True Snown, so... but yeah, my parents literally live up the road from Budley Salterton, so that would be really great to go for a coffee, Rob. I would always up for meeting retro gamers, Amigans, you know, people who follow my streams and videos. It's always good to meet you guys, and yeah, I'd definitely be up for that, so... Always appreciate the support and following that you bring, so thank you. Actually, one thing I'm going to do is I'm also just going to exit to the overworld here and just save progress before we proceed a bit further. So we've already put 5 hours into this game, so I'm just going to be right back. I'm just going to grab myself a drink. Oh, that would be amazing, Rob. Yeah. First Steps Amiga demo for me to critique. Well, I'll certainly appreciate seeing it. I don't feel necessarily in a position to critique other people's work, but I would certainly love to see it. So, yeah, sounds great. I know tonight's a school night. I don't usually drink during the week, but I had quite a sober weekend, so I'm treating this almost as like my Friday night, really. So, and seeing as I've got a wedding this Saturday coming as well. Just make sure I save that. I shan't be having my usual Friday night this week either, so I'm treating this as my Friday night. So. Otherwise it would be lemon and ginger tea for me, so, right. Alright, so Luca's rejoined the party, which is cool. Oh, I see, so... Okay, well, she's not rejoined, we just swap positions, but anyway, so... Let's put the code in, so... Oh, we've got to use a little computer. I think. Where is it? Come on, which one is it? This one? Oh. What am I doing wrong here? Am I going crazy? Oh, I thought this was the one that... Oh, no, I know what I've done wrong, sorry. Right, let's head back to the factory. I thought it was here we put the code in. It's not, it's in the lab. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Gives us a drink, no worries. I'll see you for one in a couple of weeks, Dave. Right. Okay, back to the lab it is then. Oh, we managed to avoid him, that's kind of cool. Now I'm trying to remember which part of this needs, or of the lab needs the code. So let's head down here. I seem to think it was through the little hatch down here, wasn't it? Or was it over here? No, that disabled the lasers, I think, didn't it? Well, I always wanted to attack these guys again anyway, so... As we do in Contra 3, let's attack aggressively. Oh, that's not good news for us today. That causes quite a bit of damage. I love how she doesn't actually... Hey, Era42, hope you're well. Thanks for joining us this evening. So, we're making some good progress in Chrono Trigger. It's been a little bit of a slower playthrough this evening. I do find that this part of the story is just a little bit slow, particularly when I forget actually how I'm meant to exit the conveyor belt system, but hope you've been keeping well, so... Let's try and get these guys again. That's it, you shown, Robo. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Not that many dual techs yet, really. I think I'm using a variety of skills, so I don't feel that we're lacking on that front yet. It was up here that we need to put the code in. Whoops. Right, so we've got to put in the Zaby code, which is XABY. Okay, does that mean I can now open the door? Yeah. Right, big button there. It's almost like the big red button that says do not push this, but we have to. You fell asleep earlier and just woke up. Oh, well, it's easy to do that after a long day, isn't it? I specifically went into work earlier today so that I could get away early, and I didn't do it, so... Emergency security system has gone haywire. Must escape immediately. Okay, let's do it. Let's escape immediately. Oh, now, okay, yeah. I didn't quite get it. Uh-oh. There we go. That was close. Yay, Robo to the rescue. Alright, I'm coming. Hold your horses. Robo's going mad. What's the matter with him? Right. Let's get out of here. Elevator shut off. Okay, cool. Little wee steps. So this is why it's important actually to work your way through this lab section without using the elevators, just so you can get your bearings. Oh no. They're your friends, are they, Robo? Oh, no. He's not defective and he's not tainted. This is quite sad, this bit. You're not a defect, Robo. No. This isn't fair. Poor Robo. Leave him alone. See how Chrono's just blinking away there like, what's going on? Indeed we won't. I love Miles' expression there, so buck-toothed and all. Right, this is going to be a tough one because obviously... Let's get these guys first. We'll do our best. So, could do with Luca here for the firewall, but never mind. Let's give it our best shot. Oh, actually not too bad. I thought these guys were tougher than that, so... You should be editing now. The Chrono Adventure is going really good, Error 42. So, we're just working our way through the future. We've... met the man, or Johnny, and we've sped across in some awesome Mode 7-ness. Yeah, it's going really well. So we're hoping to shut down the security system in this dome, but unfortunately Robo has taken a bit of a hammering. But we're just dispatching these nasty robots. Youch. Unnecessary. It's so important to keep yourself well healed up, you know, otherwise this game is it will punish you. It's on the easier side of JRPGs, but it will still get you. Ooh, blimey. What was that about, going down the dust chute? Oh, bless you, Dave. No worries. Thanks for joining us. Hope the editing goes well. So, look forward to seeing what you produce. So, very exciting. What should do? Robo just got creamed. Very 90s expression, that. So, don't often hear that these days. Let's take him back to Luke. And there they go. Look at Mole asleep there. So much expression, just so few pixels. Oh, poor Robo. Indeed, we are trying to save your world. What are you going to do? Notice how the doors are open in the background there as well, so... Oh, awesome, Error 42. That's brilliant. I look forward to meeting you at Swag. I'm going to be doing a little Deluxe Paint tutorial there, so yeah, it's going to be good to meet some new faces, some familiar faces from last time. It's just going to be good fun, so... Yay, Robo's good as new. Luca is indeed incredible. Yay, Robo. That's the correct answer, so the gate's up ahead. Let's go. So where are we going to get whipped to now? And off we go. The dream team assembles. Even I can't remember where we end up going now, to be honest with you. Ah, okay, so we... End of time, cool. Okay. This is cool, this bit. So... This is where the story really begins to sort of pick up. Look how beautiful that pixel art is on those railings. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks metallic against that beautiful sort of shimmering sea. There's the old man. I'll just... I think this heals our MP and HP here. Yep. Let's just save here. So this is quite an important part of the story. It's been taken to the end of time. It's one of the big mechanics. This little bit here will make sense later on in the game. So let's talk to this chap here. Oh man, more guests. Where are you? The end of time, of course, yeah. All lost travellers in time wind up here. Where are you from? It mentions 1000 AD there, so there is a concept of AD and BC in this game, isn't there? So Robo comes... Ah! So Robo's from 2300 AD, so that's the year that we was in the future, so... Huh. So 4 more step into a time what the conservation of time theorem states that they will turn up at the space-time coordinates of last resistance, or least resistance, which is here. Yeah, it is really cool how it changed perspective here. So it's gone from sort of almost like a top-down sort of three-quarters view to sort of all isometric. So yeah, this is back to the gorgeous stuff again. I think, Rob, that the previous era is meant to look oppressive on purpose because it is oppressive. You know, it's not meant. I think it is meant to look quite desperate and quite sad. But yeah, we are definitely back to the beautiful stuff now. So, lots of people are ending up here by the looks of it. So something's having an effect on the fabric of time. So, which means one of us has to remain here alone. Okay, so basically what we find out here is that we have to leave one of our party members here when we travel to different time zones, because this is going to act as our way of being able to skip between time zones at will, at the moment at least anyway, but we're going to have to leave one of our party members behind whenever we travel to another zone. So yeah, one of us must stay. Who will it be? Chrono. So we'll leave Robo behind for the minute, so... Okay, so we can always use it to come here, so cool. So basically, we've been warned not to head to this one, basically. Or was it this one? Take a peek in the room behind us. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's see who's in here. Okay. So this is quite important that we actually do this. So it's talking about a time period before where people could use magic at will, but they abused their powers. So no one's allowed to use magic except wizards, but you have it. Determination, I mean, magic needs power to heart, it needs inner strength. Cool. Error 42, how many colours? Yeah, the SNES was pretty much 256 colours. It's got a 256 colour lookup table, but a bit like the Amiga's got its colour tricks, the SNES has them as well, so different modes allow different colour depths, very similar to any system really, to be honest with you. But you can overlay layers of colour and stuff with the SNES, so, and that's where you get those multiply effects of maybe like in the previous zones we saw quite a lot of like transparent clouds and stuff, so it's very clever. But yeah, the SNES is generally a 256 colour palette system, but I don't think it has as many colour choices as the AGA Amigas do. It doesn't have a palette of 16.7 million colours, but it's generally a more colourful system on the whole than the Amiga, I guess, just purely because AGA gets a little bit slow beyond about 64 colours on screen. But not to knock it, but you know, it's, yeah, the SNES is generally regarded as a bit more colourful than, say, perhaps the Mega Drive, for example. So there's 4 types of magic: lightning, fire, water and shadow. So Chrono's lightning, Miles water, and Luca is fire. So okay, so starting from the door, walk clockwise 3 times and we'll see what happens. So it's 1, 2, 3. Do it from the door. Oh, I did it 3 times along the wall. Okay. 1. Well, it's not 1 yet. 1. 2 and 3. I didn't cheat. Alright, okay, it's probably because I didn't clear the dialogue, so yeah. There's some good videos actually on YouTube. I can't remember the handle off the top of my head about how the SNES's graphics work, so that's well worth looking into too. If you just Google how SNES works or something similar to that, you'll get a really good video or set of videos all about it. So, right, that should be free surely. Ooh. I'm doing it from the door. Can I close the door now? No, one. It's really important that we do this, so this might seem completely useless, but this is very important because this is what's going to allow us access to magic. There's 1, wasn't it? 2. 3. There we go. So that gives Chrono his lightning power. As does Mal. As does Luca. Yeah, of course we're going to try it out. Now this is actually quite a tough battle. Let's see if we can kick his butt. But as you can see, Mal's already been sort of pretty much KO'd, so we just got to be careful. Just keep healing these guys up usually does the trick, so at this level, so pure magic, indeed it is Pishbot, so okay. Nice one. Get the ice on the go there. How do you remember so much what you need to do, or is it just play this? It's probably that I've played it so many times. Area 42. To be honest with you, I some bits of it I remember better than others. Yeah, I mean it's. Oh, hang on, Luca's down. That sucks. That means Mal's down as well. Oh, yikes. Oh, okay, that's cool. And then we're gonna defeat you, Specchio. As you can see, you don't actually die. We'll practice our magic and see if we can level up. And then we'll move on. So. I didn't see those demos actually, so Phil, your first impression is that you love Grandia. Yeah, it's really got an awesome intro. It really has. All the little anime cutscenes, plus the actual introduction when you land in Palm. It's got all the feels, So. That's it. We might need to level these guys up a bit more before we can defeat Specchio, but yeah. It's worth a go though. That'll be mile down then. Oh no. That'll definitely be mile down. Oh, we did it. Oh, well done, Luca. Special refresher set. So 1 magic tab and 5 ethers. Brilliant. And that is nice. You might be a master of war, Specchio, but you don't. So basically, Robo, when you come into the menu here, and if you look at say the existing party members, you can see their sort of affinity. So obviously, Chrono's lightning, water, and fire. If I was to bring Robo back into the party, yep. So we'll just drop Luca for now. There we go. And then if I look back at the members, you'll see that Robo has no affinity, so he doesn't have magic per se, but obviously we will be able to do dual text and triple text with him, so yeah. So we'll swap Robo out for Luca. There we go, and now let's just make sure this is all topped up. Yeah, all the anime feels. Voice dialogue too. Yeah, no, Grandia's going to suck you in. It's a long playthrough, Phil, but it will reward you in ways that you've probably not experienced in a JRPG for a long time, and the battle system is brilliant, so I will definitely have to check these demos out. They sound awesome, so as you probably well know from me, whilst obviously Amiga probably remains my first and real true love, but I have a huge amount of love for a lot of other systems as well, so where would this one take us? Medina Village in 1000 AD? No. Oh, Medina, actually that might be helpful actually. No, we don't want to go back to Proto Dome, and Mystic Mountain 65 BC. Are we ready to go there yet? No, let's go to... Let's save as well. Did I save? I can't remember if I saved there. I'm so forgetful sometimes. I must have done, yeah. My memory's great at some things, but not so good at others. So let's head to Medina Village in 1000 AD. Okay. I love how we arrive in this age. As you do, in somebody's kitchen, with some little blue punk dudes hanging about, so... Yeah, we did just come in through your closet, so... Coming in and out of our closet at all hours. What, do you mean if we actually came through at a more hospitable hour that you would consider that better? Medina Village was founded by the ancestors of the mystics who lost the war to human beings. Most mystics held a grudge against humans. Be careful. So in other words, they're racist. There's an old man who lives near the cave in the mountains west. You might enjoy a chat with him. Okie dokies, we'll go and check him out. Why are you being so nice? It was fun. Oh, well, that's very good of you. So now we do have a magic tab, and who am I going to give this to? My point is always to use it on people who are going to benefit from it most. So I'm actually going to suggest Marl, rather than say trying to power up Chrono's magic, because generally speaking it's not his natural affinity. So that was the Elder's house, I think. Residence. No. Let's just see how we're doing for time here. Okay, it's 10:30, so we're going to probably play for about half an hour more, or thereabouts, just basically to an appropriate point, so... Ooh. Seem to remember battling some of these guys at one point, so... Always worth checking those baskets, because they do sometimes have little goodies in, so... Not much going on here, is there? So, let's continue. There's a market here, okay, that's cool. Let's see what they've got. Oh. Yeah, take that, dude. Oh, that didn't do much, did it? There we go. Ah, we got another nice dual tech antipathy. Okay, so we're not beasts. We just want to shop here. So this is a local shop for local people. Wow, I don't think we'll be buying much here though, because look at the prices here. So rip off Medina. Yeah, we'll give these prices a swerve. Yeah, it's a bit OTT, that, so price-wise. Okay, cool, let's go. Oh, just for reference, there's this interesting little pyramid dome here. Forest ruins. Sounds ominous, doesn't it? More mid-ether, helpful. With this strange sort of, again you could say, it seems to remind me a little bit of the Geofront in Evangelion a bit here, so. Yeah, I love Mars Jump for Joy as well, Rob. It's just so beautiful. It was replaying Chrono Trigger last year, in around about February or so. That made me think I really want to create a JRPG for the Amiga. One, because obviously the JRPGs on the Amiga are non-existent really, except for Spurious Legacy, which I think my opinions of are fairly well known. But for the record, I don't think much of it. It's not really a JRPG, it's more of a Zelda Link to Past clone. Melchior's Hut, now that's interesting. But also because it's a system you can easily program for, but well, I say easy program for, but not that I'm some crack Amiga coder, far from it in fact actually, so but pixel art wise and the potential to create something is definitely more possible than it would be for say the Mega Drive or the SNES. So let's go and see Melchior, his name rings a bell from somewhere. But yeah, I love her Jump for Joy, it's just so expressive, it's beautiful. But yeah, the art style in this game is just, it's absolutely top notch. And it's why these games in 2D just have dated so much better than a lot of 3D games. So, Melchior's going to offer us a weapon. Say I'm not interested. Okay, well let's try and say we are interested then. See, I didn't remember that error 42. Okay, so he's got some interesting stuff here. So that'll take me up 3 points. We've already found a Robin Bow. Plasma gun would be a nice upgrade. With Titan vests for Marland. Luca would be good, so let's get them. Oops. Weapons. If there weren't evil in this world, there'd be no need for weapons. That's quite right. I like your philosophy, Melchior. I quite agree. it's quite interesting how many sort of JRPGs and you know, sort of Japanese culture in terms of its film and obviously in anime as well and so forth, and obviously manga is informed by the horror of the end of the Second World War with nuclear war, and really has shaped Japanese psychology, I think, in many ways. And I think, you know, through sort of the fears of modernity probably expressed in things like Akira, probably most famously, but also things like Ghost in the Shell and so forth, you can see it's a very pervasive theme in sort of a lot of Japanese, you know, games or JRPGs and films and stuff. So this idea of the virtues of peace and so forth, so not something I'm ever going to disagree with, that's for sure. So we've got a couple of Titan vests. I'm going to get the plasma gun as well for Luca. Am I going to take the red katana though? I'm not, because I don't think that's a massive upgrade. I totally agree. So let's get these guys equipped. Oh, excuse me, yawning. Time to run a bath. Thanks for the fun stream. Good luck with Chrono later. Oh, thanks, Pish, but it's lovely to have you here. So enjoy your bath. Oh, I want to sell these bits, don't I? So well, I want to buy one, but I want to sell you some. Well, let's sell the load sword. Why not? So. Actually, I've got two, so I might be able to get the katana, actually. Let's get the katana. Actually, I've got quite a bit that I can sell here, so that's cool. Right, let's get these equipped. Oh, I've already got that equipped there. Oh, and I was also going to auto gun, plasma gun. Let's get the red katana now that we've sold some goodies. Here we go. I could have sold in one fell swoop there, but let's equip first. That's one thing, is that you can't just sort of equip and sell and so forth. It's one of the mechanics that they may have improved in the DS version, actually. I can't remember. So, let's sell. There we go. Oh, could have sold the plasma gun as well there, so. The only reason I'm also selling quite a lot is not only because obviously the money is useful, but also because the inventory management on the SNES version of Chrono Trigger, the original version, is not very good. I just thought I'd show you down here. It's not immediately important, but this is going to be an important location in the future. So actually, let's just see if there's anything we can glean from the book that's open here. Don't think we can now. It's pretty certain we can't. Yeah, don't think we could. Yeah. So there's this little cave here, so I think that's worth exploring. Death to the Mystic's enemies. Well, thank you. Nice to meet you too. Sort of like super-sized frogs, aren't they? I love how the colour of the weapon has changed as well to match. So we've bought a red katana, so obviously Chrono is wielding a red katana. It's not just, you know, the little touches like that make all the difference. Actually, one thing I am going to do as slight as this is, I just want to save here. There we go. The other nice thing is that, generally speaking, unless it's necessary, the enemies don't respawn, so you don't have that slightly, at times, irritating JRPG mechanics. So but the colours down here are really quite evocative as well, these turquoises and greys. Neat, always helpful. I don't know what they're really quite bad on that front. So yeah, this looks beautiful, and the sound effects. It's one of the things I do find somewhat enjoyable about SNES games is their use of atmospheric soundtracks is really effective. It's nice to get away from the standard STO1 sample disc derived tunes every now and then, so let's just see if we can use the lightning on these guys. We need to level up these skills, so hey Pixels, hope you're well. I'm just catching up after the cinema. What did you go and see? Was it good? Oh, I'm already out of action now. I've got a status block on me. I do have something to clear that, but we'll just battle through it, so. Don't get me wrong, I like the STO1 sample disc. I don't want to sound like I'm that didn't look good. I'm not hating on the STO1 discs and so forth, or the STO1 disc, but once you know what samples are on that disc, you can hear them in so many Amiga modules and game music and stuff, so. I was leveled up, that's nice. Yeah, no, it is cool. It does make Chrono Trigger quite a nice playthrough, Rob. I like this water effect as well. It's obviously colour cycling, but in fact actually it does show some of the SNES's ability to layer graphics. So here you can see the rocks shown through behind, and that would be quite an effortless thing to do on the SNES. A little bit more tricky to do on sort of systems like the Mega Drive and the Amiga, obviously. SNES and Amiga to some extent you would tend to find that would be done through, I think we might actually get these with just one magic trick, using divored gradients, or maybe on the Amiga more with copper tricks and stuff, but generally more intensive for the programmer at least activity to do those transparency effects though. Yeah. Absolutely, Rob. Yeah, I totally agree with that. So, same point Doom door noise. Yeah, it is in loads of things. Sort of overused, really, isn't it? So, let's see what this trunk has here. Also, it's interesting how you can see the water, almost the currents merging and rippling against each other. It's really quite beautiful to look at. So, really high caliber pixel art. You know, it can't be understated. Now we can actually come down here, which we shall do, which will provoke 3 pink blobs, a roly-poly, an appropriate name I suppose. Oh wow, that's amazing, Rob. Yeah, I don't have those skills. It's amazing that you can do something like that. So there's some truly clever people out there, that's for sure. So yeah, so we're just partway through playing a bit of Chrono Trigger. We're going to wrap up around about 11 o'clock. We might get through to the end of this dungeon. We'll just see how it goes. it would make sense to get to the end of this, I suppose. Got a mid-tonic as well. Nice. Three annoying bats. Let's get them the lightning treatment. Cave bat. Angry Ribena berries. Yes. Absolutely. You've got to be careful. What's this? Attack enemies with antipody. I'm just curious what that does. I've forgotten. I'm not sure you've ever seen Chrono Trigger before. Ah, interesting. It's, in my book, it's one of the best. My favourite JRPG? It changes every week if you ask me, to be honest with you, but it would include things like Final Fantasy VI. My magic scarf, okay, who can wear that? It would include things like Chrono Trigger here. It would include things like Grandia. It include the Luna series, fantasy stuff, or you know, the list goes on, doesn't it? So Luke. Actually, yeah, let's use that on Luca. That'll be cool. So you can have the magic scarf. Bats are your girlfriend's favourite. Go easy on them. All right, okay. I'll think about it. I'll think about it, Pixels. Another little chest up there, that'll be helpful. So, some mad evil dolphin things. There's not enough mad evil dolphins in games, really. Nice, that was good. Well, playing Ni no Kuni is nothing to be ashamed of at all, Pixels. That is an amazing game by all accords. I only say that because I've literally played about half an hour of it, and that was it. And the rest of what I know about it is all from... why am I doing these silly A button attacks? It's never going to work. But yeah, Ni no Kuni is one of the reasons that I want to pick up a PS3 soon, so... You've been trying to play the Japanese version of Ni no Kuni on a DS, Phil. Well, that's very valiant of you. I'm aware of it being on there, but I've managed to just about teach myself hiragana. But obviously there's also katakana and obviously kanji as well, so I'm... what was that I picked up there? Let's just heal up a bit here as well. Might just give an ether to Mole. She could do it, and that's Chrono. Okay. Yeah, so I need to get down there now. How do I do that? Can I do that at this stage, or do I have to go into another little cave complex down here? Yeah, looks like I do. But yeah, that's brave. What's it like on a DSO, Phil? Is it good? Yeah, I love the cells shaded sort of look of Ni no Kuni. That's what really draws me to it, that sort of Studio Ghibli involvement as well. Certainly in the first one is very much a key thing, isn't it? So, comes with a 350-page book that you have to use, which is also in Japanese. Now that is incredible. The fact it comes with a 350-page book is incredible, in Japanese or not. So, I miss getting proper manuals with things. So, the whole idea of digital downloads is like, ugh, not my idea of good packaging. There's some more bats. I'm being kind here, Pixels, being nice to the bats. I think. Let's just get these guys with lightning there. Doom. I love the animation as well in Chrono's character when he goes to get the lightning. It's like he's possessed. Which I suppose he is in a way, so. And that's it, Luca. You toast that bat. If you've got any problems with that, speak to Luca. Okay. Ming vase here that we need to do battle with. Ming vase with some octopuses in, you know. Which you get all days of the week, obviously. Octoblush. Interesting name for an adversary. That gets rid of the Ming vase. Yeah, this is it. Programming guides for languages and so forth are next to useless when they're online, I find. I always learn much better through reading through a book, doing examples, checking out the syntax for codes. Ah, okay. A mysterious box. Just the kind of thing that we may forget later on in the game. Okay, look at that beautiful animation there. Right, so come through the water. I'll take us underneath here. Can we get up there? Yeah. And up to here. Right, now this is quite important. So let's use a shelter first. There we go. Back. Oh, that one too many. And save. Yeah, it wasn't in Japanese yet. Oh no, you've got to start all over again. That's a nightmare, Phil. Oh. One of his favourite console games is Paper Mario 1000 Years Old, which is Japanese anthology. Oh, okay, that's not overly familiar with that one, but yeah. How do you even tile running water graphics? Asked Error 42. It's probably a little bit more straightforward than you think. It's almost certainly done with colour cycling. On the SNES, it's a little bit easier because you've got essentially you can composite, I think, up to 4 layers. And it has like hardware-based multiply sort of colour effects and so forth, a bit like you get in Photoshop with layers. So what you can do is you can actually put the water as a separate layer, which would be of 16 colours, I believe, which can use different colour registers and the colour lookup table. I forget what all the hardware names are in the SNES, but essentially that's what's happening there. So you've essentially got a tile, which probably, just looking at it, it may only have two colour switches by the looks of it, so it is definitely colour cycling. If you look closely, I can see it. So But that's essentially how it happens. Right, so into this rather scary looking cave. Uh-oh. This dude looks angry. Right. Let's get the lightning on him. Let's get the antipode on him. Oh, you managed to get the RKMs, Rob. That's awesome. So you couldn't... Yeah, I totally agree. I've got the Amiga Developer CD 1.2 from back in the day, and that was very helpful. The Amiga guides that were somewhat usable, I would say. I learnt enough to be able to code in C with the Amiga's operating system, so I still have my copy of that. So, but not that I'm likely to do any C programming really properly on the Amiga. I did think about doing a stream using North C on the Amiga 500 sometime there, which would be a bit of fun. So, go ahead, try and attack. All right then. Right, might need to heal up here because I just noticed that Marl's looking really dodgy there, so... Make sure we heal up properly. Oh, no worries, Error 42. Don't worry, we all forget things, so... Oh, you're coming to Swag Pixels, awesome! Oh, let's give it... I think Error 42's got their tickets, so that's good, so... yeah, so it's gonna be great. Really looking forward to it. So I will see you there. Just heal up Marl again. You just got to be a little bit careful with some of these boss battles because even though they're fairly straightforward at this stage, you know, they can have the power to completely wipe you out quite quickly if you're not careful. So let's let Marl catch up, and what we'll do is we'll do an aura well here. That may actually wipe out Chrono. Oh, he's on his knees. Not good. Let's just get an aura while on a go. Heal up properly. Oh, that'd be awesome, Pixels. Bring them along, so. Oh, wow, that sounds amazing, Rob. I must say, I'd love to be able to do 68k assembler, but my skills, I'm not really up to par on that one, so. But yeah, I am going to do a stream on it sometime. I've got to brush up my skills though, because it is 20 years ago virtually that I last did any C programming on the Amiga. But even if it's just to do sort of some basic ANSI C stuff on an Amiga 500 would be pretty cool with North C. It's not the best compiler out there by any stretch of the imagination, but it's certainly useful. So. Alright, let's get the aura well on again then in that case. Let's keep this going, so... Yeah, I wish I put the time to learn as well. I just didn't, sadly. You get the intensity on the go. There you go. Goodbye, Hecarim. If only the great Magus I never know how to pronounce Magus Magus, who brought forth Lavos 400 years ago, had destroyed the human race. Well, it didn't, did it? So, adios, Hecarim. So Luke has got a bit of useful exposition here. So in the Middle Ages, Magus created Lavos, destroyed his planet's future. Great. Well, that's nice. If we go to the Middle Ages and take out Magus, can we change history? Well, maybe we can. So, use the gate at the fairgrounds. Okay. Hint, hint. Wink, wink, and all the rest of it. This is cool, this bit. Jump in. Hell yeah. And in we go. Now this looks familiar. There we are. So we're back where we began, really. And when they say the fairgrounds, there is obviously the vortex up here. So we're back where we begun. And I think this seems like a good point to wrap up the stream, I think. So this is Fritz, who some of you may remember we rescued from the castle where he was being held due for execution. And here he remembers that Chrono saved his life and that he owes him one. So let's... It was up the creek. I went off and buying a trip and ended up getting jailed with a bunch of thieves. That's no fair. So they also plan to execute him, so that's pretty... So they're in his debt, so we get 10 mid-ethers. Now that is pretty awesome, so... And that's Fritz's dad. Of course they're working hard, they've just been giving me lots of stuff, so... Yeah, so we're just going to stock up on a few goods. So, he says I'm in your debt and then goes away, so... Buy whatever you like. Awesome, we will. So we will just get a couple more tonics. We'll take that up to 30. Mid tonics, we'll take 6 of those. And we'll just get one more shelter. There we go. We're done there. No worries, Fritz. You're welcome, pal. So I think we're all nicely healed up there. Should we just pop in where we started off? Here's Chrono's house. Here's my little kitty. Oh, hello. Should we just have a little chat with Chrono's mum? Heard you to be executed. Oh my god, if my mum heard that, she'd be absolutely spare. Stop scaring me like that. Well, you're taking it very calmly, sat by the table like that, so... Yeah, alright. Anything else to say? No, okay. Where's the cat gone? Oh. There we go. Well, we said goodbye to Kitty. So next time we're going to head to the Middle Ages by the sounds of it. So should we time travel to there and we'll wrap up the stream. So he was going to be guillotined. Well remembered, Rob. So that's about as far as I got as well. Pixels getting an assembler book. So. So the fair's still going on, concurrent to everything else. There's Lean's bell. And let's use a little time portal here to travel to the Middle Ages, I guess. So you like the unnecessary cat pathfinding? Well, of course, you've got to go and say hello to your pet cat. I mean, you know, it's important. Okay, so we're back at the end of time. We'll just restore our HP and MP. Cool. And save the game there. Whew, there you go. And that was Chrono Trigger Part 3. Chrono Trigger Tuesday Part 3. So, let's just flip back to the main screen. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this evening. I certainly have enjoyed my somewhat Friday evening in lieu of obviously not getting to play many games over the weekend due to work, and the fact that my weekend was a relatively sober affair. It's nice to kind of have an impromptu Friday night on a school night like tonight. I certainly enjoyed having your company this evening. So thank you for your really interesting chat this evening. It's really, really good. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any ideas of how I can improve these playthroughs, do let me know. Or if you're enjoying them as is, that's all good, I guess. So next Tuesday will be the next episode of Chrono Trigger Tuesdays. I will be around next Tuesday, so I'm away for most of the weekend, but I will be around for next Tuesday, which is one of the reasons why I chose Tuesday. So, and the next stream, I'm really hoping, I don't see why it won't be, but it just all depends how the rest of the week goes, will be a C64 stream, probably starting at about 7:30 PM UK time, so 7:30 PM BST. So look out for that. I'll be probably sharing it first on Twitter, so do follow me on Twitter if you're not on there. I think most of you are though, so but you can see my handle just up in the top of the stream now. So thank you so much, Rob. It's been great to have you here, and I'll definitely take you on that coffee if I'm able to get down to Devon at that time. Thanks, Pixels. I think I got away with the back remarks there. Thanks, Phil. It was really good. I'm definitely going to check out Persona. Enjoy Grandia. Whether you start it tonight or not, I doubt you'll start it tonight, but it's a fantastic game. And oh, hi, Miyako. Sorry, I'm just wrapping up the stream. That's sad. I hope you're well though. So, how's Tricks going? So, we've just finished our playthrough, part 3 of Chrono Trigger, so it's all going well. We're going to be heading to the Middle Ages soon by the looks of it. So, yeah, thanks Error42. It's been a pleasure. But yeah, if you guys have any feedback about how I can make the playthroughs more interesting, or if you're quite happy with how they are, always all ears. Yeah, so it's been great fun. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, guys, and I will play you out with the PlayStation. I can't get the words out. PlayStation intro. So hopefully see you on Thursday, guys. Take care and have a great evening. Bye. Don't worry, Miyako. You can catch up on the playback. Come back on Thursday. I've got a C64 stream. It's going to be epic. So sorry, I've literally wrapping up at the wrong time there. So, but I hope you're awesome. Bye, everybody. Take care.